At yesterday's Committee of the Whole meeting, City Council voted to approve a 23-story building at 2072 Lakeshore directly across from a recently approved 27-story building development site. Mayor Marianne Meed Ward was in the minority, voting against it. I asked her what residents need to know.
Well, they should know, first of all, that I remain consistent in where I think height should go. I've always been about right scale in the right place. This is a great building in the wrong place. It belongs up at our major transit station area around the GO station, where there's wider roads, there's more buses, there's a GO station. It's one of the reasons why this council, under my leadership, brought forward the change to the urban growth center designation downtown, because we were getting so many applications downtown. And, you know, I describe tall buildings a bit like dandelions. You see one and then everyone thinks they should be everywhere. And I don't subscribe to that view, and the community doesn't subscribe to that view. I've had, you know, I continue to get feedback from residents that this tall of a building should not be downtown on a 2-lane street on a corner. Across from other tall buildings. It's really going to create a canyon. So I did not support that. You know, our planning staff recommended it. And you know, that their job is to make recommendations, but our job as council is to make decisions, and the buck ultimately stops with us. We can't download that responsibility to consider not only their input, but what we hear from the community. And on balance, I do not believe that this is where the bulk of that height should go.
Is it going forward then at this point?
It goes to City Council next Tuesday, so residents can come out and speak to us or submit correspondence. If they have participated in the process, they could launch an appeal of the decision if it goes through. That's a tough burden to carry, I know, for residents, and some organized groups in the past have done that. But certainly they can communicate with us. Do you support that decision? Do you not support that decision? I'm always looking to hear that feedback. And you know, the concern, of course, is that if we turn them down, it will go to the tribunal and we'll spend money there. But you know, if we're not there to do the work of the tribunal, and we're not there to prejudge what the tribunal might do. So council's job is to make the best decision for our residents, and then the applicant has options, the tribunal has options. We're not going to do their work for them. So I continue to be consistent that this is not where that level of height and density should go in our downtown. We welcome it elsewhere, and we don't need this development to meet our growth targets either. We have a plan for where height should grow across the city that we are doing our very best to meet in terms of permits. Whether shovels get in the ground, that's over to the developer, but we have, you know, we have over 7,000 units right now that have been approved, waiting to be built. So we're doing our share to accommodate housing, and we don't need to overdevelop, especially not in our downtown, and create that canyon of towers on a very narrow street on a corner. In order to accommodate this. So I'll continue to say that this is not what I believe is the vision for downtown. It's not what the community's vision is.
Well, thank you for walking us through that. It's really helpful to have you on here each week explaining things like this to residents. But for those who want to speak with you in person or to any of the other council, there's a really good opportunity coming up this weekend. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. This is our 4th annual, I think, Food for Feedback. This is an award-winning engagement. We are the envy of municipalities really around the province. So show up at Central Park between 2 and 4. There will be many community organizations, city departments, all have a booth there, so you can drop by anytime, tell me what you think about what's going on in the city, ask a question. We have a survey you can fill out on the budget. Really looking forward to hearing from people. But in saying thank you for your feedback, we will give you a ticket to go get a free lunch from some of the food vendors and food trucks that we're bringing in. So you get a meal for free on us. We get your very valuable feedback, and it's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon. So 12 to 4, downtown Central. It is on a bus line, so if you need that, you can get there.
Well, it sounds great. And as I mentioned, there is that kid fun zone. So for all different ages to appreciate, and they are back in school. It's September. And that means it won't be too long until we are needing our new calendars. I know we don't like to think too far
Yes,
ahead, but we need it. And
yes.
you have a calendar coming out. Can you tell us about that?
Our Burlington Beauty Calendar. So it's a way to celebrate how beautiful our city is, but celebrate the incredible people who are so talented with their cameras. And we do give an honorarium to each of the photos that are selected for the calendar. We launched this last year. So 12 months of incredible photos from all over the city. There's no theme. It's not like we want only pictures of the pier or only pictures of nature. Whatever you think is a great photo that you love about Burlington. It has to be a picture in Burlington. Tell us where you took it. Sometimes it's not always easy to tell. Sometimes it is. And then just submit it. So the deadline for submissions is October 10. If you go on my social feeds, you'll see all the criteria and the details and how to do all of that. But you've got some time, and it doesn't have to be one you took this year. If you have something that you're really proud of, go ahead and submit that and let us know. If you got a historical photo, that would work too. You have to have taken it though. And it has to be of Burlington. So I'm really looking forward to submissions. We had over 400 last year. It was really hard to pick 12, but we're going to do our best this year. And then in November we have the big unveil, and we have we hand out the calendars. They're free, and then we'll honor the folks that took those photos that we've chosen.